Hey there, this is Mila again. Talking as nobody's watching. uh, okay, I just came to a point in life where I need to share what I know, um, despite, if somebody's watching or not. So here it is. Couple of days ago, I was talking about how our focus works, how we create our reality, which is basically what we are aware of, what we are conscious of. And this I was talking about the red motorcycle there. But today I have another story, and when I'm looking at all these wonderful events, and I have so many manifesting stories or the manifestation stories, that I really want to encourage anyone who is into, discovering or exploring the creative ability of mind. I want to just encourage you to go for it and start to notice, because I think that's the first thing where events start to happen when we become aware what we are noticing, like that thing with this red motorcycle. And then we start to create connections between our thought and focus, and then the so-called reality, what we are experiencing. And I would love to talk about this reality. And I see here something. Sorry, I needed to answer. So okay. I don't know if you feel like that, but my network is comprised of creative entrepreneurs mainly, and and I posted something on YouTube, and there was a lovely comment that actually confirms what we feel and what I'm saying. There's a friend that I deeply appreciate. Is very, very successful creative entrepreneur, and he made a comment saying, "I create from my feelings, from my emotions," and this is what we hear now, stronger, because the science, the neuroscience, and let's say Dr. Joe Dispenza and many others are discovering that the frequency that our body generates, and we can now measure it. We can measure the frequency of our thoughts, of the mind brain activity, with electroencephalographs, and we can measure the frequency of the heart with electrocardiograph, and we have now many more instruments. So there is no questions about our body radiates a frequency, and by the physics we know that there is something like harmonic resonance, that that's why, how you call it, birds of feather flock together or something like that. But what I'm noticing in my sphere now, and I titled this Facebook Live with "Are we experiencing a renaissance of mental science?" Mental science was something in the 19th century, and it was mainly focused on beliefs and the power of hypnosis, and how is it possible that you can basically uh, uh, put somebody in a state of a different experience, right? Uh, Purely by suggestions. But then it went into, okay, can we suggest instead of to other person or through hypnosis, can we use auto suggestions? And then it went to the neuroscience, neuro-linguistic programming, where the scientists discovered that the body, mind, emotions are one, and we can change our body posture and change our feeling just by changing something in our physiology. And on the other hand, psychosomatics is telling us that from the other side, emotions influence our physical well-being. So there is now so much known about the body and how we connect to the environment. There are actually studies how the environment influences our immune system, the genes in our body. There is so much. And you see, I'm completely passionate about, because I believe when we start to step into this place of knowing that I create my own life experience, there is nobody to blame, then we are in a place of self-empowerment. We stop to blame others. We take responsibility and we start to pay attention, and we start to learn how we can discipline our mind and our emotions so we can create a better life experience. And I would like to, there are so many funny experiences, and when you start to notice the connection between what you focus on and how it shows up in your life in the three-dimensional, and you start to write it down, you will begin to develop a belief that really you are the one who creates your own reality. And I will tell you a nice story. By the way, I'm transformational coach. So if you want to learn how you can get into alignment, how you can train yourself into being in the frequency of what you want, then schedule a free consultation with me. But I would like to go to a little example that I'm so excited about. Little manifestation story. You can call it, coincidence. Maybe it is. But when I experienced it, I was so happy because I already have so many manifestation stories in my life, and I'm writing them down. So here it is. Okay, Mila's manifestation story. Yesterday, I had a lawn care people here, and they did great job. I'm so happy, to have them helping me. And but because I'm running business, and I said, okay, can you then just I paid, and then I said, can you just then put the invoice in my news row. And because I like to have things done, so I kept checking. Like yesterday, I kept checking my newspaper box, nothing there. About 3 times. I did that about 3 times. It was so on my mind, right? It's nothing really big, but it was just on my mind. In the evening, I wrote myself a note. There it is. There are 2 things on it. One is to put the garbage out, which is here in German called Müll. And the other one is, remind, and there is the name, remind of the invoice. So I thought, okay, today, well, if no receipt will show up, then I need to remind this kind person to give me the invoice so I can close the drawer, so to speak. So Here it comes. I'm smiling, bright smile. Um, Today is, garbage day, garbage collection day. So, and I love to go out and a little chat have, with the nice people who are doing the service here. So I went out and pulling back my garbage bin, and suddenly I saw on this fresh mown lawn piece of paper. And because we are still in Corona, I thought it's one of these, masks in my lawn. So I'm walking over there, and there is this wet piece of something, and I pull it out, and it's the receipt that I was so eager about to get. It was wind probably blew that away, and it was far away. But yes, you can say, okay, coincidence, right? But I don't believe in coincidences anymore, because so much happened in my life that I can clearly connect with my thought, my focus. And of course, the best ones are the one that I did not intentionally focus on. It was basically like, matter of fact, I need that receipt for my payment to get it done. I didn't say, this is what I'm focusing on and so on. So I would like to stimulate you, motivate you, and start to notice how you create your experiences. And because once we develop this knowing that what I think about, how I feel about it is what I'll see in my three-dimensional experience. Once this knowing is established, then bigger things can be realized the same way. But start with these little things. They are so much fun. And if you are looking for coaching, it's 3 months minimum, 3 or 6 months in order to see some results, because it's about training into new behavior. Then there is a link, you can schedule your free session. But this or not, go for your dreams, because it's magnificent to know that we are in charge of what we experience. So this is Mila. Have fun. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day.